What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Hope you're doing amazing. Let's change loadout here. Get back to our wolf loadout. How's everybody doing? Hope you're all doing awesome. Yeah. We're doing our second wolf grind right now, Cheney. We're doing our second wolf grind starting right now. Only this time it's going to be part of a 7-day Great One grind. Also, you guys may notice Great One counter up top says 125 now. It turns out I miscounted and forgot to include one of my Great Ones in there. I forgot to include the Great One before level 60 season 3, the fallow deer. Apparently, I never counted that in the counter, so I've been like one behind for who knows how long. And then I also finally took down the mule deer, so we added that to the counter as well, which is why it's, 2 higher than it was instead of 1 higher. So, figured I'd clear that up because I'm definitely going to get questions about it. But yeah, it turns out I made a mistake when I was counting all my Great Ones and forgot to add that fallow. So that was a big rip. Must be nice losing track of your Great Ones. It is a good problem to have. But that means I don't even know if my 100th Great One was truly my 100th Great One. It might have been my 101st Great One. Like the cool videos I did on my 50th, my 100th. It might not have even been my 50th or 100th. It's hard to say. All I know is this pack doesn't want to show up because they're rude. Wait. Oh gosh, dude. The @ names is gonna throw me off. Who is AIM? Which of my moderators is AIM? Is that Spider, maybe? I don't know who it is. I'm gonna be honest. It's so tough to tell when it's not the name I'm used to seeing. Is it maybe Flanky? I don't know. It's somebody. I know that. Joshua, first of all, thank you for the membership, dude. 43 months is crazy. And also thank you for the super chat. Just to support, love your content, man. Got me through deployment. Let's go, dude. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Good to see you here. Just look at your hunter profile and it will tell you. Not if you've been playing the game for a while. If you've been playing Call of the Wild since the beginning of it, your codex is wrong. It's been a thing for years at this point. If you have an older account where you played through all the mini updates that broke the codex, it's not going to say the right thing. Even to this day, it doesn't properly count everything. I believe Great One Moose sometimes still don't get counted in your codex. So, yeah, there's still a lot of issues. There was an update a long time ago where essentially silvers counted as golds in the codex, golds counted as diamonds, and diamonds counted as Great Ones. It was quite a mess. Since then, that's been fixed, but it didn't retroactively fix the codex, sadly. I got a whole video on the channel talking about it if anybody's interested. What's up, Endy boy? Wizard, thank you for the super chat, dude. Really appreciate it. Hope you're doing amazing. Just starting, best map in time for wolves. So I've been hunting Yukon. It's quite good between 0 to 3. That's their drink time. Yukon's by far the best. As you can see, there's really not a lot of water. You have to search to find them all. Oh, and also, before we shoot these wolves, we got to do the intro for the 7-day Great One grind. Be sure to be saying hi in the chat, guys. It'll pop up on screen. What's up, everybody? We're back here with another 7-day Great One grind. This time, the Grey Wolf. We have not done a 7-day grind with the Grey Wolf yet, though we have already killed a Great One wolf, just not in a 7-day grind. So let's get this show on the road. Let's start smoking more wolves. There we go. Oh gosh, you guys typed so quick it broke the chat on screen. And there we go. Intro's done. Holy. Wizard, thank you for the super chat. Thanks, and do you only shoot the males? Personally, I only shoot the males. Because these are a pack animal, I would kind of be afraid to shoot any females because they could, combine with some of the males that you shot and create a new zone. And then you'd have to go find another pack. I had that happen once on this grind already. So I definitely would recommend just shooting the males. And if you want to like maximize the amount of trophies you get along the way, like the amount of diamonds, I would recommend only shooting level 6s or higher and leaving the 5s for herd management. But obviously that's like optional, just if you want to. I think we got both the ones that we just shot there. We're now 4 kills into the grind. Oh, I forgot to record this for the intro. Hold on. It is currently 1:02 p.m. on October 23rd of 2025 as we start this grind. I forgot to say that, so this is getting tacked on to the end of the intro. There we go. There we go. Minimum weight 5s, right? To be honest, I left pretty much any 5 towards the end, and it really didn't affect my grind. So I would say, like, in general, you can leave just any 5 or lower. But if you want to get the most extreme HM, you could leave just low weight 5s and below. But yeah, it's definitely not necessary to only leave low weight 5s. That's a 9. That's a level 9, and my weapon was unequipped. Here we go. The big male. As good old Flounder would say. You know what else he would say? He'd say Scarecrow sucks on that shot right there. Ah, nothing else there. I don't think that actual, I don't think that pack was actually over there. So we'll probably reset time and see if they pop up. Could you set up a grind with feeders? Just wondering. You definitely could. I've seen a few people like experimenting with it. I messed with it a little bit on Virhonga Savannah, and it seemed to work relatively good. I haven't tried it for a Great One species yet. Well, I guess I did a little bit for Moose, and I couldn't get it to work just because of where my zones are located. If you're just starting a grind, I imagine it could be really helpful, though. But for me, since I'm already deep into my grind, it wasn't too much of use because I already kind of have the zones that I like picked out and managed, and the rest are managed down. Johnny needs to chill. Wait, what did Johnny get, Jivers? Did Johnny get something? Diamond. That's what we got. That's the first diamond of the Great One Grey Wolf 7-day grind. We got this bad boy at 1:05 p.m. at October 23rd of 2025. That is the first trophy of the 7-day grind. Johnny got another wolf? Ain't no way, brah. Ain't no flippin' way. All right, PG1F3000, I need you to find this wolf. Really? You can't? Ah, crap, it's because I reset the time. Yeah, we're not going to be able to find it without the blood. Oh, well. Ah, it is Spider. I had a feeling. AIM was Spider. Dude, I hate how YouTube is doing the @names. Makes it so hard for me to figure out who is who because everybody's @name is different than their screen name. Please, YouTube, just give us the option to toggle it on or off. That's a 9 as well. Oh my gosh. Legendary. Well, we're starting off great. Oh, that's right. We have the community challenge. You're right. 38%. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Yeah, guys, if you're not already, do the community challenge. Use like the proper weapon to hunt gray wolves during their drink time. Because there is actually some sick skins. Let's take a look at them. Look at those. This one in the middle I really like. This green's okay. This one's kind of cool. It's like a wolf one. It's like werewolves. Pretty sick, dude. I'm liking it. Ain't no way, dude. Can they smell me from over here? I must really stink, dude. If they can smell me from over there. Oh. Dude. He turned as I shot. I may have just brain shot him. Or heart shot. It was one or the other. Oh, that could have been bad. Congrats on the Super Pie Moose Crow. Thank you, Piebald Hunter. Dude, I cannot believe it. That is, I think, the craziest super rare I've ever gotten in my life. I mean, I've had a couple that were really crazy, but that was like unreal. Oh, we got vitals? We might have hit it correctly. Didn't matter. It's a troll. Ew. Ew. Disgusting. I mean, 1,800 moose kills, no great one, only 13 times and 7 rares and 5 trolls. Any info would be awesome. I mean, it seems like a relatively low diamond rate, so maybe try using herd management because it doesn't seem like you are based on the stats. I would recommend trying out herd management. I've had incredible luck with it. I've seen, you know, hundreds of other people have increased luck with their great one grinds when they use herd management, so I would definitely recommend that trying that out. I almost said recommend that out because that's totally English. Oh my gosh, we're on fire. 4 dead. Let's go. Any rares this grind? We just started at Piebald Hunter. We're only 12 kills in, so no rares yet. Every kill from this grind has been in this stream right here. Another one. Yeah, no problem, DSG. Always happy to help. Okay, they're not going to spawn in, it seems. It's got my first round of the grind. Let's go, Toxic. That's awesome. How's it going, Diane? How's it going? Yeah, it's the 300 AR that I'm using primarily. And then for level 9s, I use the Parry 308. I'm too lazy to do herd management. That's understandable. You know, you don't have to do it super, like, hardcore, though. There's, like... Oh gosh. There's, like, much more simple and, like, passive ways of doing it. I've had a couple grinds where I just casually did it. You know, like, if I saw a super small one, I'd just leave it, and over time, it slowly herd managed the map. That's a way you could try it if you, you know, don't want to go full in on it. Yeah, I'm not going to make a Medved guide because there's not really too much to even make a guide on for Medved Wolf. Number one, I'm doing my grind on Yukon. So if anything, I'd make a Yukon guide for wolves. But with Medved, it's pretty much just look at every body of water, find the packs that you want to hunt and hunt them because they drink everywhere. What's up, Jenna? How's it going? Good to see ya. Not using the 30-06. I decided to switch it up for the wolves. I decided to switch it up just for the sake of switching it up, you know? It's been pretty good so far. Obviously, the Hansen 30-06 is more powerful. But it's not, like, so much more powerful to where the parry feels underpowered or anything. But you know what's really underpowered? My aim. Oi! Oi! Now, if that isn't the most Scarecrow aim I've ever seen. I'm not this bad, I promise. Maybe a little bit. Maybe just a little bit. Is 40.9 big for wolves? 40.9 would be a great one wolf, so I assume you're asking like if it's big for a great one wolf. From what I can tell, it seems like 42 is probably the max. So 40.9 would be kind of like right at the halfway mark, so it's a decent sized one. Got so lucky I found a wolf zone. It had 2 rare females. Let's go. That's awesome. What you love to see, man. Is 40 max score? For diamonds, yes. 40 would be the max score for a diamond wolf. But if you have a great one wolf, they can go up to 42, I believe. We haven't actually seen a max weight. I just assume 42 is probably the max, since we've seen a lot between 40 and like just under 42. I would imagine 42 is probably max for them. Is there another great one coming in December? I would assume so, but we haven't actually heard any news on that. Yeah, Little Mirage, that's rough. Like I said, there is a workaround where you can disable the map POIs. You basically just go into System, you click Interface, you disable POI icons map. Now, you won't be able to fast travel, but at least it's not going to lag your game. That's the workaround until they actually put out the fix. As you've probably seen on the main menu, they've got a thing up that says they're aware of the issues and they're working to fix it. So it'll just be a matter of time before it's completely fixed. But until it is fixed, that's the little workaround that's been found for it. Oh, reloading might help. I guess that's a semi-useful thing. Having bullets in my rifle might help me a little bit in shooting these wolves. Yeah, I heard, Johnny. I heard you got another one. What variation is it? Kind of feel like on grinds, you would take out the lower levels, not the 6 to 9. Well, it's just the way the game works. Like, yeah, in theory, if it was like an actual like genetic system similar to Way of the Hunter, the low genetics animals you'd want to take out, right? Like the smaller ones. But this is kind of just the way the game balances it, right? Like, the reason herd management works so good for Call of the Wild is because the map is always trying to balance out what you've got on there, right? Like, if you have a crap load of low levels like you get with HM, right? Like, you're stacking a bunch of low levels. The game tries to compensate by spitting out, like, larger animals to balance your map out. And so, like, if you have a bunch of, like, big animals on the map, it's going to be spitting out small animals more often. And if it's in the middle, you know, you're going to get a mix of everything. That's why it works the way it does in Call of the Wild. Ghost, thank you for the membership. Holy crap, Master Crow. That is the highest tier of membership, I believe. Thank you so much, dude. Oh my gosh. Really appreciate the crazy support there, dude. Holy shnikes. That's insane. Absolute legend, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Is 63 whitetail drink zones on Rev on Thule enough? You've probably found the majority if you've got 63. That would definitely be the majority of them. You never know. There could be 1 or 2 you've missed, but most people have between 60 and 75. So you've probably found most of them. At least enough to where you can effectively herd manage your map, you know? Because it's not the end of the world if you miss a couple of zones, but you've definitely got the majority of them. I will at some point, Lone Yeet. I plan to do a guide for Yukon. I just need to get around to it. Like, I've been busy with other projects. Obviously, we got the Great One Wolf, so I did a video on that. And then I did a video on the 7-day moose grind today. I will get around to doing the wolf guide soon, though. 19 kills into wolf grind number 2. Jeez, that's crazy, Johnny. Also, I need to scroll up and see what variation you said. If you said it. It was the frostbite? Gotcha. Nice. Holy dude. It's Border from Twitch, but it says Ghost. Yeah, YouTube has this weird thing where in chat it shows the @ handle of people instead of their screen name now. But what's up, Border? Yeah, I didn't recognize the name when it said Ghost. This is why YouTube needs to give us the option to toggle off the @ names. I want to see the actual name of the person in chat. Not like, you know what I mean? Not their actual name, but their screen name. Because it's really confusing, you know, when someone pops in and their @ name's completely different than their screen name. Like, oh my gosh, who is this? Good enough shot. Oh, wait, did they? Oh, they did render in. No, I spooked them. Oh, well, we'll get them next run. I looked over there and there was nothing there. No, Anton. Early access is the same build that we're playing on right now. It's the same as live build. I know that for a fact because whenever live build hits, when we switch over from early access to live, there's no download, which means it's the same build. So no, there's no like boosted rates or anything in early access. It's all the same as live. Because it's basically just getting access to the update a little bit early. Come on, PG1F3000, you need to find me this wolf. Make yourself useful. Be more useful than Hunter. Hunter couldn't find anything, it seems. Oh yeah, Spider. My screen name is Mr. Pancake. Oh, that's more recognizable than Mr. Creek. That makes sense. I do recognize Mr. Pancake as a name. How long does it take to properly herd manage? Well, it's going to be a little bit different for everybody because there's a lot of RNG that goes into it. You know, how quickly you find your zones, how quickly you get the luck to go in your favor when trying to manage down zones. It's usually anywhere from, you know, 400 kills to maybe 2,000 kills. There's so many variables, man. It's really hard to like estimate. That's a weird name for a dog. Okay, so what it stands for is Piebald Great One Finder 3000. We made this dog like probably 3+ years ago at this point. Oh, that's a new 5. We'll keep the low 8 estimate one. This is a main zone, so we only need... We don't want to have, like, more than 1 5 here, because I need to be shooting at least 2 here every run to make it worth it. So we don't want to be keeping 2 level 5s. Not in this zone, just because it's a main. How are we feeling if he finds a Piebald Great One Wolf? I would feel shocked, because I don't think that even exists. What's up, Phantom? I can show the setup if you want me to. And also, does HM help on wolves? HM helps with everything. There isn't anything that it doesn't help with. HM is good on anything that you can herd manage. Which I think is literally everything except maybe waterfowl. So yes, HM will help you with your wolf grind. It's never required, but it's always helpful. And you wanted to take a look at the map? Yeah, I can open the map real quick. Assassin, thank you for the membership. Welcome back. Appreciate it. All right, so this is my setup currently. Keep in mind, though, I have managed down the majority of my maps, so this is just like the best of the best zones, my favorite zones. I managed down like a bunch throughout all of this area. But that's what we got going. Hey, Crow, why is it harder to beat unranked teams in college football sometimes? It's driving me nuts. I don't know. I honestly, like, that's just part of how Madden and college football do stuff in their games. Like, there's, from what I understand, there's a thing where sometimes, like, if you get on a big streak, they'll, like, give you a harder matchup. It's almost like the AI gets better without actually changing the difficulty level. It's a weird thing. At least that's what I've heard, is that it does that. I know for a fact, like, in Ultimate Team, if you have, like, a losing streak, they'll match you against, like, a really easy opponent, or, like, they'll make things go in your favor more. At least, that's what I've heard from watching MMG's content on it. Border! Thank you for the 5 gifteds. Appreciate it, dude. And also, I see you changed your name. I can actually tell it's you now. Let's go. Appreciate that, Border. Thank you for the 5 gifteds. Congrats to everybody that got one. Holy. Holy, 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 man. How do you deal with wolves not showing in zones 50% of the time? You reset the time till they show up. That's really the only way to do it. You just reset the time till they show up in their zone. It gets expensive, but if you're looking for speed and reliability, that's the way you got to do it. Dre Talk with the 22 months. What's up, Dre? Best way to HM? It's going to be kind of different depending on who you ask. Everybody's got their own way of doing it. Me personally, though, like the second I find a zone, I start shooting animals in it, right? And then depending on the grind, like sometimes I'll just, you know, not try to manage down any specific zone, just see where they end up going. Other times I will try to manage down the worst parts of the map first. With some species, I'll try to manage down the solos first. I mean, there's so many different ways to go about it depending on, you know, what creator you ask or what type of species you're going for. Smoke. Nice, Molly. Hope you get it soon. Oh yeah, it's been good so far, Dre Talk. Hopefully yours has been solid. How many wolf zones you got? I have never counted them. I don't really like keep track of the exact number. I just kind of keep a mental note in my head of where all the zones are. And as I manage stuff down, I, you know, kind of just remember which ones I managed down, which ones I haven't. Like I know I've managed everything here. I managed this down, managed that down. I've managed down the zone here. I've managed down, well, we had like solos over here. Like I just keep a mental note of everything. I haven't actually counted my wolf zones. I found that it's really not worth counting your zones on a species that has solos because the solos move around every time you shoot them. And so that, you know, gets rid of a zone, creates a new zone, and it's always going to be changing the number. You shooting 6 and above? Yes, I am. In exteriors, yeah. Firelight Gaming, thank you for the super chat. Should I become a member? Also, any tips to become a better Call of the Wild YouTuber? Really just practice makes perfect, you know? If you go into every video with the thought process of trying to make the content better every time and making sure that you stay true to yourself and don't try to, like, you know, mimic or imitate what you see others do, like, at that point, you just got to hope that it gets popular, right? And when it comes to becoming a member, if you want to, man, I mean, you get a lot of cool perks with it. It's only 99 cents a month. You get a bunch of emotes that are custom to the channel. You get a special green name in chat, a badge icon that changes color as you, like, are a member for consecutive months and stuff. And you get extra Discord channels, some extra uploads on the channel. Bunch of cool stuff with there. Or with there? Bunch of cool stuff in there. I think it's worth the 99 cents. I made it as low priced as YouTube would let me. How do I know if a wolf zone is managed? When it's all level 5s or below and you haven't got any new respawns for like 20 runs. Like, that's really the only way to know for sure. Because, like, you could get a zone managed down and then, you know, you'll see nothing new show up for 5 runs. And then suddenly, you know, that 6th run, it pops up. So, you know, you always got to watch a zone for a while after you think it's managed down. Yeah, managed down just means, you know, it's all the lower levels that you're trying to achieve for herd management, right? AJAI, thank you for the membership, dude. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. Wolves? Hello? Why are you running? Did the wolves get a pop reset? No, they didn't for once. Really interesting how we got a new great one and no pop reset. And it doesn't look like anybody's had any issues either. People have been getting quite a few great one wolves. Oh my gosh. I know why they were fleeing. It's past the end of their drink time, and so they were probably closer than normal. Firelight Gaming, thank you for the membership, dude. Welcome. And Broke Outdoors, thank you for the 26 months. Appreciate it, dude. Hope you're doing amazing. Well, they're gone. Oh, well. It is what it is. Why are my wolves not respawning after like 3 runs? You're probably not, you either like didn't give them enough time, or it could just be that you need to kill a few more. I'd recommend, like, you know, just wait in game for a little while, see if they pop up. If they don't, maybe go try to find a couple more to kill. Sometimes that'll get things going again. If that doesn't work, there's also a possibility your respawns literally just like move to a different zone. Sometimes they'll spawn in a different place where you kill them, or than where you kill them. No, Cheney, I don't abuse any like glitches. I just don't see the fun in that personally. Come on. Come on. Nope. They're going to take 20 years, bro. Yeah, Johnny, that'd be sick. Don't we have... Oh, no, that's for Iberian. We've got one with, like, multiple Iberian wolves, but yeah, we don't have one with multiple gray wolves. Unfortunate. Ooh, little baby 7s. Adorable. Oh, it's pretty good, Piebald Hunter. I found it to be very nice now. Like, it doesn't spook things from a mile away like it used to. What's your longest Great One grind? 8,300 kills with Black Bear. I think it was like 8314 exactly. Should I start stacking 9s? If you want to. The main purpose of that's just, you know, to get some high levels on the map to hopefully help you manage the map down faster. It is definitely not like a requirement, but you can do it if you'd like to. I did it on my grind for a little bit. Nice. We got both of them. That is a lot of microwaves in one sentence. I'm not even gonna begin to try to say all that. Did not hurt manage with my wolves, but I'm getting 9 legendary wolves very quickly, like 20 kills apart. Extremely lucky. What might be happening? I mean, that's kind of just wolves in general. Wolves are one of those species where they give you 9s, 8s, and 7s much more often. Laura, thank you for the 27 months. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing good. What resolution do you play on? I play on 1440p. A good old 1440. Okay, other zone is not here yet, so we can probably reset the time and have them pop up. You think they should add squirrels? 100% they should. Gotta be my most wanted small game species. B Rice, thank you for becoming a member. Really appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Wolves. Hello. Okay, I guess they're being stubborn this run. Oh gosh, Caitlin. Wait, is that with the map open? Or is that like just at all times? Hopefully a flopped. Hopefully you get it. Hopefully you get it. Or is it... Oh, AFL of the Hunter. I don't know why I said a flopped. Only with the map open? Got you. Okay. I just wanted to make sure, because I was going to say, if it's 8 all the time, that's crazy. What pack are you? I mean, clearly you're a pack that I've managed down. There's these guys. Oh, legendary. Ah, you little freak. At least the mythical stayed. That's something, I guess. That 9 just absolutely dipped out of here so fast, though. He was like, nah, dude, you're not shooting me. How does shooting down zones work? Like, do you just shoot it down till there's only low levels, then leave that zone be? Yeah, basically. That's probably, you know, the most simple explanation of it is like, you just repeatedly shoot them until they're smaller. After you've managed the zone down, though, to where it's like all low levels, you do still need to occasionally check it just to make sure there wasn't like a delayed respawn or like one that bounces from another zone. So you don't want to immediately abandon a zone once you manage it down. You got to give it a little bit of time to make sure that it's going to stay that way. But yeah, that's the general like concept of it. Today's your birthday? Well, happy birthday, bro. Happy birthday. Hope you had a good birthday. Y'all are late to the party. What the heck? I think we need a time reset. That's just kind of how the game is, MK Drums. I would recommend that if you're trying to get animals instantly in their zone, set it to the last hour of drink time, not the first hour. The last hour is going to be the most consistent because they've had plenty of time to get in their zone. And also, if you have tents at your zones like I do, you can just reset the time if they're not there and they should show up. I usually just set the time back to the beginning of the hour, and that works fine. That usually works out pretty good. Legendary again. Telling y'all, our HM is cracked, man. Grey Wolves might be literally the easiest animal to herd manage. Crap, I hit the 5. I accidentally hit the 5 too. Oh well. Oh well. Parker, thank you. English is tough, Scarecrow. Yes, it is. Parker, thank you for becoming a member. Really appreciate it. Hope you're doing great, is what I was trying to say. But instead I said blah, 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 blah. You know? Because apparently I can't freaking speak. How did those miss? Crow bad. Scarecrow's bad. Alright, there's 2. Pretty sure we killed a 3rd by accident with that level 5. Ooh, it's a diamond. Diamond number 2 of the grind. We got this bad boy right here at 1:36 p.m. on October 23rd of 2025. This is the 2nd diamond of the 7-day grind. Can't believe we accidentally shot a 5 in the process of getting it, though. This poor 5. Good thing you were a high weight 5 and not a low weight 5. What gun am I using? So I'm using the 300 AR for most of them, and then for diamonds, I'm using the Perry 308. Oh, gotcha, L6B. Did your map react in any way before you got your great one? And if so, how? Probably just less diamonds showing up. That was the only thing I really noticed, is just a lot of low levels were showing up. That's about it. So pretty much the normal stuff that I'd noticed with most great ones. right, give me 2 seconds, guys. I got to turn the AC towards me. I'm back. Maybe, Laura. I think it would work on the ally. It probably wouldn't be like seamless, but I imagine it would at least work. AC in October, you got to be in California or Texas. I'm actually in Oregon. I just overheat really easily. And I've got a hot PC next to me all day. I'm telling you, when you're recording and streaming and gaming all day for content, dude, your PC puffs out hot air, like crazy hot air. Even with good cooling. Like, right now, the AC's got the room down to, like, 70, right? And I turn the AC off for, like, 15 minutes, and it's back up to 75 degrees. It gets hot quick, man. Any Great One Wolves? Not today. Not today. All right, nothing here. How's your grind going? It's going good. So far, it's been a very solid grind. I've had a lot of fun with it. Double smoked. Second shot wasn't great, but it's dead. That's okay. Yeah, I already saw your message, L6B. I already saw your message about the laptop. I already replied to it, too. Is it worth it to kill high estimate 5s, or do you just leave them? At first, I was killing them, but then, like, halfway through my HM, I decided to leave them. And it's been working out great for me. I wouldn't honestly worry too much about, like, only keeping low weight estimates. I'd keep the high weight estimate 5s at this point, too. Like, it seems like it's perfectly fine to keep those as well. All right, doggo. Show us the way. Show me the way. Got a melanistic moose? Let's go, dude. That's awesome. Melamoose looks so good. What's your favorite great one? I would say the moose. Wolf might be second best, though. And honestly, I don't know. I'm tempted to put moose number 1, but I'm not going to right now because it's so early after release. I feel like I need to give the wolves, you know, a few weeks of being out before I really decide if they're my favorite. They got a chance to be my new favorite, though. But for now, moose is my favorite. Starting my second grind soon. Nice, Hunter Mahaffey? Hopefully I said it right. I mean, if you only shot females, no, you probably wouldn't have problems with them going to other zones because there wouldn't be any males for them to combine with and create a new zone. Because you can't get an all-female zone, I don't think. Not for wolves. I'm pretty sure you can't. Oh. Legendary. Bro. Of course it's in this zone. This zone rarely gets anything to shoot, but when it does, where it's always something big. Come on, buddy. Broadside, please. You know what? Oh, we're insane. We're insane. Now, the estimate was not good on this one. So I am a little bit worried that it's going to be a troll. Again. Hey, it actually made it. Let's go. It's a good one, too. Decent little diamond. That's our third diamond of grind, too. We got this beauty at 1:43 p.m. on October 23rd of 2025. Grind 2, diamond number 3. And we still have that one level 9 up here to go check out. Or up here, actually. We'll go there. I think he's over at that lake. We missed him last time, but we're going to get him now. Where are you, little buddy? There he is. I didn't miss. You missed, chat. Back-to-back 9s, though. Whoa! What was that? That's crazy. Dude, it just shot me back. Where'd it go? There it is. Oh. Ew. So mean. He didn't want to give us back-to-back diamonds. That's what it is. What a rude wolf, dude. A rude dude wolf. A rude dude wolf. When's the 7-day fox grind? I don't know if that's ever going to happen. We'll see. No promises on that one. What the heck? Why are you guys scared? Dude, I swear whenever I fast travel from here, maybe it's the ATV, maybe they're too close. But whenever I shoot here first, then go down here, they're always spooked. I don't get it. I know, right, Johnny? Your timing is impeccable. Also, did I clip that? I gotta see if I clipped that last one. Oh, we have 3 clips, so I think I did. Think I remembered to. Oh, let me explain, because I see a couple of you guys chatting about bears, Cyborg and Piebald, I believe. So the 4-lake method works because of the fact that those respawns always respawn in that general area. It's not about the fact that they're a solo or not a solo. It's the fact that that's like their section of the map that they always respawn in. The zones have nothing to do with it. It's all about the fact that those animals, they always just spawn there, which is why it works. The zones do delete whenever you kill a bear, but because they really only spawn there, it's really reliable regardless. And that's pretty much a Silver Ridge Peaks exclusive thing. Not really any other map does that for black bear. How's it going with the grinds? It's going good. Been having a lot of fun. All right, now we go down. Actually, wait a second. I just realized we main menued so that we could hunt here again because they spooked. It put us up here, and I just shot what was there. I guess they respawned. Love to see it. NT Bucks, thank you for the 8 months. Appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing amazing. 8 months as a member. Holy. All right, here they are. What's up, little guys? You're not spooked this time? I didn't scare you? Good, because you're going to die. 52 kills on the day, chat. 7 days straight of streaming? No, not 7 days of streaming, Gruntley. Just a 7-day wolf grind. Usually with the 7-day grinds, I'll stream like a few of the days, and then the rest of the days I don't stream. Although, considering it's, you know, right after an update, who knows? Maybe I will stream all 7 days. I guess we'll see. I guess we shall see. But even after the stream ends, I'll probably keep hunting them. I guess in the end, it wouldn't all be streamed anyway. Legendary. We got a 9 and a 6. We got a 6 and a 9. Nice. Ah, I missed it. I went for the insane shot. That's actually the first one I've missed on those types of angles today. RIP, man. Oh, well. To be honest, I don't even know if it's going to die from that. Oh, wait. Did I vitally hit it? It already died. That was fast. Maybe I did vitally hit it. That was really quick. I don't really put anybody in my content aside from like close friends of mine or content creator friends of mine, bro. And if you're on a different platform, there'd be no way for you to be in a video anyway. Because there's no cross-plat in Call of the Wild. Did I miss something? When did you get 125 great ones? So, long story short, apparently I forgot to count one of my great ones. So that bumped it up by 1. And I also just killed the mule deer that we got a couple weeks ago, so that added another. And I got the wolf, so that added another. That's why we jumped from 122 to 125 in one stream. I went and shot that mule deer for a video. We got the great one wolf. And it turns out I forgot to add the great one before level 60 challenge fallow deer to the counter. Like, what was that, like 2 years ago or something? So I've probably been off on my count for like 2 years. Silly Crowski. Hashtag small brain problems. Doan, thank you for the 30 months. Appreciate it, dude. You did like 500 kills in an hour? Nah, we killed 54 today. We got 54 kills today. So we're getting about a kill a minute. Yeah, we missed him up. That's unfortunate. He was a thicky boy, too. How'd you figure that out? So I write down the stats for every single grind on a text file. And I went through and counted all of them today, and I realized that I was off by 1. I was like, wait a second. My counter says 124, but when I go through my list of all my grinds I've done, I'm counting 125. And I counted it like 3 times, and I was like, well, I'll be. It looks like I've been counting 1 under for who knows how long. And I also noticed that I never, like, wrote down how many kills it took me for that great one before level 61 either. I had to go back to the video to figure that out. So I just, like, completely spaced out on even adding a grind to the counter or my stat sheet or anything. So yeah, technically, the Great One Wolf was our 125th Great One. Oh, legendary again, dude. Wolves are so easy to manage. Like, it only took me like 400 kills, and they're just popping out legendaries left and right, bro. Oh. Stop running. Oh. We go for him instead. Oh, dude, there was another respawn in there? Okay, well, that's 5 kills between the 2 zones. Anything here? We got a mythical. Looks like that's going to be it. 60 kills on the day. You should do a can I get a great one on a fresh account in 7 days? Ooh, that would be kind of cool. That's like similar to the great one before level 60 challenge, but a little bit different. I see where you're going with that one. I'll think about it. I'll definitely consider that. That's kind of a cool idea. All right, Tristan, no worries, dude. Also, that was a troll. That was a troll. Great one this stream, hopefully. We shall see. Mr. Henry, you can just say the challenge. You don't have to keep asking me a million times. You can just say it. From noob to great one in a week. Well, actually, it'd be from noob to noob because I'm still a noob. Favorite great one and why? Probably the moose because the fur and rat combinations are some of the coolest in the entire game. There's just something about the moose that every time I get one, I'm just blown away by how cool they look. How beautiful they can be. Number 2 might have to be the wolf. Just because I don't think there's a single fur that I dislike. I think every single fur is a major hit. And like the model differences, the fluff difference, like how aggressive they are, like the Great One Wolf is just so cool. No, I don't know how many wolf zones are on a ski. I've never really hunted wolves on a ski, to be honest. And I didn't count my zones here on Yukon. Somebody told me that on Yukon it's around like 35, give or take. I would assume a ski is very similar. Dude, how far did it go? I can't even see it. I'll be honest, I'm not going to worry about claiming that thing. Yeah, I avoided a ski for wolves because you do have to search literally every body of water to find all of them, just like you do on Medved. And I've already got my muleys set up there, so I decided to go with Yukon instead. And to be honest, so far it's been really good. I think Yukon is by far the best map for them. It's too brushy? Oh, true. A ski is a little brushy at places. For sure. A 5 and a 7. Good handgun. Crap. I didn't shoot the right one. Well, yeah, Johnny, but you're a nerd. So of course you got 2 on Medved. Oi. Oi, this guy. This guy. Freaking Johnny. Sorry, little buddy. Deaded you are. What's up, Bebop? How you doing? It is, Assassin, it is. What's your favorite great one? The moose. Tick profile, man, where's it from? So one of my best friends' girlfriend actually made that for me when I first started the channel. Where's the other one I shot? I have no clue where it is. It's going good, E-Mako. It's going good. I think I'm gonna just call you Mako. Because E-Mako N-E is a little bit longer. I'll just call you Mako. Unless that's not even your name and I'm getting it wrong. Get a Great One Wolf with... Oh, the 10 millimeter? Ooh, I kind of do like that. Doesn't the 10 mil go to class 6? I could totally Glock a Great One. That'd be fun. Hunter, please, show me where it is, dude. I'm blind, apparently. No organs hit. Okay, not even worth tracking. It'd take 27 years to track it down. Nice, William. Hope it's going well. Oh, it's EMAC. Gotcha. EMAC. All right. That makes sense. Nothing over there. That's not Hunter Crow? True, I keep forgetting I'm using a different dog. Well, either way, the dog needs to get good, you know, be better. For real, for real. No cap. Yes, it was only the mythical? What map is this? This is Yukon Valley. Ooh, Saltwater Croc Great One would be cool. Bro, what are your thoughts when people call you a cheater? To be honest, I just find it funny, because if they think I'm a cheater, they clearly never watched any substantial amount of the channel. Because if they had, they'd see how much content I upload constantly, just how much time I put into this game. Most of the time, I just make fun of them, roast them, and ban them. If you're a YouTuber, you can't let that type of stuff get to you. There's going to be times where it does, but you got to do your best to not let it get to you. Because if anything, being called a cheater is a compliment. It means that you're doing so well in the game that they can't fathom it. That's the way I view it. I remember back when I used to play Counter-Strike, I think I was like, what, 16 years old, 17 years old around this time. Getting called a cheater was like the biggest compliment you could possibly get in Counter-Strike. Because that meant that that guy thought that you were so good that you were a cheater. Yeah, Steve, we were at 122 Great Ones last stream. But we got the Great One Wolf, so that makes 123. We finally killed the mule deer that I'd been saving for like 2 weeks, so that's 124. And then I was digging through all of my like grinds, my like stat sheet of grinds, and I realized I forgot to count one of them. I forgot to count my Great One Before level 60 challenge fallow deer. And so that's why we're now at 125. Now you can trade it for knives. Dude, I can't believe Counter-Strike did that. Making it so you could trade up for knives. I mean, it's sending the whole, like, the skins market into a frenzy. It's insane to watch. Suddenly, all the knives I had on Counter-Strike are worth a little bit less. And all the reds I had have skyrocketed. It's such a weird thing to see the CSGO market. I guess it's CS2 now. The CS2 market, like, go through all that. Makes me happy I didn't, like, invest into Counter-Strike. Because, my gosh, all the people that, like, invested heavy into Counter-Strike skins, dude. Ooh. They're being sent for a trip right now. Croxper, thank you so much for the membership, dude. Really appreciate it. Hope you're doing great. 10mm goes from 2 to 6. Yeah, I know, man. That's what I was saying. I'll consider it. I'll consider using it on a Great One Wolf because I do really like the Glock. Only Crow's bad aim. I do have lots of that. I got bad aim to spare. Woo! Double mythics. Okay, this is actually going to be pretty easy, hopefully, to smoke them all. Oh, not if he moves over there. Yes! Nailed him. Let's go, dude. What we want to see. All right, later, Tristan. If you somehow manage the wolves down to all threes, what do you think the dime rate would be? It would probably be like a diamond every couple kills. Like, no joke. That's how insane it would be. I remember a while back, somebody sent me some screenshots of what their codex looked like after managing fallow deer down to only like small level 2s. And they were getting like a diamond on 95% of their kills. They had like 3 great ones in like 20 kills. Now, who knows if they were legitimate, but if they weren't lying, like... And to be honest, that seems very plausible. Like, the more extreme you get your HM, the more diamonds you're going to get. I mean, my fallow deer at one point were giving me a diamond every 10 kills. And I'm pretty sure the wolves are doing about that right now. Yeah, 4 diamonds and 66 kills this grind. And that's, you know, with 2 or 3 trolls as well. Yeah, Johnny. Now, he was doing like really small 3s. Or really small 2s, I mean. Like almost level 1 size 2s. To be honest, he might have been cheating. But either way, that's still crazy that if you get that many low levels, it's just like diamonds every kill. That's insane. I doubt I'll ever have the want to spend that much time managing down a single grind. Like, I can see, you know, managing it down to where you're getting a diamond every 10, 15 kills, but anything past that, dude, you'd have to shoot the same, like, 2 or 3 animals, like, hundreds of times to get them to go to, like, a level 1 or something. You'd probably have to stack, like, as many great ones as you possibly could on the map to allow you to manage down things that far. I just don't see that being something I'd ever want to try. Oh my gosh, that'd be way too time consuming. Now, maybe me from like 3 years ago would have done it. Back when like I'd grind for 10 to 15 hours a day during updates. But like nowadays, man, like I got a lot of other stuff that I have to do as well. So I wouldn't be able to dedicate the time. Kevin, thank you for the 13 months, dude. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing great. Hope you're doing amazing. Okay, I think we hit this guy twice. Good, we did. Okay. A little worried we had hit the one behind him, but it looks like we're fine. Kill count, diamond count. So for this grind, 68 kills, 4 diamonds. How many kills do you get per run? On a bad run, 10. On a good run, 20. A lot of it comes down to how many I can actually hit as they're running away. But yeah, I usually get well over 10 per run. I'd say the average, if I were to average it out, is like 16 a run. But obviously there's highs of like 20 and lows of like 10. All right, so we got that guy and that guy. Oh, crap. I shot the wrong one. Oh, no. I see what just happened. That other one teleported, so I shot the wrong one because he was in the same spot. That's... Oh, gosh. Please don't tell me this was a 4. Oh, it was a 4. No. My 4. My level 4. No. Oh, well. I guess... We just gotta hope another 4 spawns. I got that 4 to spawn while I was heavily managed, so I guess another could spawn. That's sad, man. Oh, geez, Gruntley. Dude, I had a lot of red deer grinds that were like the same pretty much. I think my first 2 red deer grinds were both 3,000. My third was like 6,000, and my fourth was like 7,000 almost. I think it was like 6,700. Red deer are like that sometimes. They're an interesting species. It's like I've had situations where I had like 5 red deer grinds in a row that were under 500 kills. And then I've also had that run that I just mentioned where it was 4 that were 3 to 7,000. Just crazy. Red deer, they're a confusing animal. You never know what to expect. Double smoked. How many hours do you have in Call of the Wild? Last I looked, 8,000. What the? High wolves? And that's not counting. That's not counting my other accounts as well, like my challenge accounts, my Epic Games account. Between all those, there's probably another 1,000, which brings us up to about 9K. Double 7 wolves, they're dead again. Two seconds, guys. Gotta real quickly send my wife a little bit of money. Crocsbird, thank you for the super chat. Doing great. Hope you are too. Wanted to ask how many zones you looked out for and how many of them are good, bad. Grats on your Grey Wolf. Thank you, dude. Appreciate that. I didn't count my zones, actually. There's like such a low amount of places the wolves can be on Yukon that I didn't really get to a point where I needed to like count the amount of zones. I just kept a mental note in my head, like where I had found zones, which ones I managed down, stuff like that. Somebody was telling me that Yukon's got around 35, give or take a few. So I would assume it's around there. But yeah, I personally did not count my zones. 9,000 hours is over a year. Well, to be fair, I have been doing YouTube full time for about 5 years now, and Call of the Wild's the main game I play, so that's the main reason I've spent so much time playing Call of the Wild. And I've also been playing the game for, what, 8 years at this point? So, not as many here as normal. Unfortunate. You don't have to keep spamming L6B. Every time you've asked me a question, you keep spamming it. You don't need to ask it a million times. Second channel stuff is usually on Tuesday, and I don't know what we're going to be doing anytime soon. I'm not even sure what the next Tuesday's game is. Jax, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Love this game. It is a fun game. It's a very fun game. Gotcha, Tristan. You recommend Yukon for the wolf? I do, yes. Yukon so far has by far been the best. It's got the lowest amount of water that you have to search to find all the drink zones. And it's very wide open for the most part. There's like there's practically no brush on it. It's really, really good. Nice, Koopler. Hope you have fun on the wolf grind. Ooh, legendary. Legendary, but it's not a berry. All right. So I need to get it to turn. But it's being stubborn. Get out of the way, ma'am. Ma'am. Nice. It turned perfectly. Let's go, chat. That's beautiful. That's what we like to see. 78 kills on the grind. Randy Moss Superfan, thank you for the 4 months. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing good. No, get back here. What the heck? You're not allowed to float away. Ah, whatever. I'll get it after. It's gonna float back over the tent anyway, I think. Bro, what the heck? Where is this thing? Where'd go, though? Of course, my dog's being slow as always. Oh, there's the other one. So the 9 is definitely the floater. Oh, you probably just got lucky, Diane. Sometimes you just get lucky. Gotcha, B-boys. Sometimes animals just do that. Not sure, Monster Gaming. He's actually, no, I know for a fact he didn't. He said it was a frostbite. Personal preference, L6B, to be honest. There we go. Another diamond. Love to see it. Love to see it. We got this guy right here at 2:15 p.m. on October 23rd of 2025. This is the 5th diamond of the 2nd Great One Grey Wolf grind and of the 7-day grind. This will probably be the last one they show off in the video that is just a normal diamond at this point. Any further ones that make it into this video are going to be like rares, really big diamonds, or obviously great ones. All right, that'll be the last little clip probably of the day for day 1 of the 7-day Great One Wolf grind. Unless we get something really good, chat. OG, thank you for the 1 gifted membership. Appreciate that. Congrats to Nissa for getting that one. How long we've been streaming for? 1 hour and 21 minutes. I got a question, Nash. Are you able to talk in chat? If the answer is yes, you didn't get banned. You probably got timed out because the moderator said to stop doing it and you kept doing it. Now it's time for the Great One to show up. I hope so. A day 1 Great One could be awesome for the 7-day grind. I mean, you don't have to be a member for me to answer your question, Chase. You have to understand there's 800 people in here right now. It's really tough for me to even respond to 1/10 of the messages. So I'm obviously not like purposely ignoring you. There's just a lot of people's messages to get to. So some people's messages are unfortunately going to get missed. It's just the nature of being a streamer and trying to, you know, interact with chat. No, I said hi to Dre Talk, Johnny. I said hi when he first popped in. You have a weird whack. I can't speak. You have a weird rack for the Great One. Those are the coolest, honestly. I like those the best. Is the new Alberta map good? Yeah, it's a good map. If you're asking for wolves in particular, then I would say it's not the best, but it's not bad. All the wolf maps are at least good for wolves. He hasn't answered me yet. What's up, Bug Shooter? Got my 4th great one today. Let's go, Ryan. Yeah, it's fine, Chase, man. You know, you just got to consider, you know, the little things sometimes. There's a lot of people, you know, typing messages that want me to respond to them. It's just unfortunately impossible for me to respond to all of them. But I try my best to respond to as many as I can while still, you know, playing the game and providing entertaining content. Fabled Birch Typical Rack. Dude, that is the best. It's the best. The greatest fur rack combo of all time. You like Way of the Hunter? I do. I like Way of the Hunter. I just wish they'd add more of the stuff that I feel the game needs. Like right now, that game suffers from a major lack of trophy variety. It's an awesome game mechanics-wise. Oh, legendary again. But it unfortunately just lacks in terms of, like, variety of trophies. The whole, like, random antler generation system they have isn't nearly as in-depth as a game like Call of the Wild or even the Hunter Classic. And only, like, half of the animals even have rare fur types. And they each have, like, 1 rare fur type. So that's the thing the game suffers from right now. And, like, lack of map variety. They pretty much just stopped doing maps. I know they said that they're going to be releasing another map, like, soon. But, yeah, like, that's the biggest things that have held Way of the Hunter back. Divers! What's up? Yeah, that's one thing that I don't understand. They keep adding new weapons. Way more new weapons than I personally think is needed in that short of a time. And then they're just not focusing on the stuff that's going to bring, like, longevity to the game. Like, the game mechanics are already good. There's an incredible selection of weapons already. I don't understand why they don't focus on, like, more maps and more, like, trophy variety. If they could get those two things down, man, Way of the Hunter could be a top hunting game. Because it's already incredible in so many ways. It just needs that little boost. Welcome back, Dre Talk. Welcome back, Jenna. What's up, Clay Drew? Everybody popping in at once. Holy. Nice, Pancake. Wyatt, thank you for the super chat. What does it mean to have your herds managed down with Mule? Great one. I have most of my lakes down to level 2s and getting diamonds every other run. I mean, you're managed down then. Like, if you're popping diamonds like every 10, 15, 20 kills, and the majority of your deer are level 2s, then you've managed down the majority of your map. Managed down just refers to, like, a zone that is all low levels, like all the low levels that you're trying to obtain for that particular grind. Like for wolves, if I get my zone down to all 5s and below, that zone is managed down. That's really all it means. We need more whitetail grinding vids. I've gone through all of them like 30 times. I literally just took down the whitetail setup a couple of weeks ago for the moose grind, so it's going to be a bit before we do more whitetail. I want to get at least another moose great one before we go back to whitetail. I thought you already got a great one, Wolf. I did, but I want to get more. I'll be honest, I like every single one of those furs except maybe one. And to be honest, even the one that I don't love, I still kind of like it. Like, I don't think there's a single bad fur for the wolves. I view them very similar to pheasants. I think every single variation is beautiful. There's just different varying levels of beauty. Like, I think all except 2 of the wolves are phenomenal. I like all of these a whole lot. Like, all of them are amazing. And then I would consider Vanguard and Frostbite to be, like, good. Like, they're my 2 least favorites, but they're still good. But all of the other ones, I think, are phenomenal. Like, they really knocked it out of the park with these guys, dude. Uh-oh. I shot him with the 308 instead of the 300, so they're going to run a little bit. Yo, what's up, Rum? Yeah, big facts for sure. Like, they really killed it with the Great One Wolf. I almost said the Moose Great One, which is true, too. They killed it with the Moose Great One as well. But yeah, for the wolves, I'm so happy with all of them, except, you know, like I said, there's a couple that I like a little least, but even those are beautiful. But overall, like, it's got potential to be my favorite Great One. Moose is still on top for now, but I think as I hunt these more, I might like them more. Yeah, Zayden, I've played with Lady before. We've done a few different streams, a couple videos. I can't believe I shot that poor level 4, man. That poor 4. Well, guess that's what happens when you're Scarecrow and you suck at aiming. I missed. Oh, well. 4 more down. You want a Great One turkey or a Great One elk? If I could pick between the two, I would pick an elk over a turkey any day. But if it had to be a bird, turkey would be my #1 choice. I do think a turkey Great One would be, like, very well received. I think a lot of people would like to have one. But personally, I would like an elk more than a turkey. Ken, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Hope you're doing good. Where's this other one? There it is. I found it. I'm not blind, I promise. Doing my first grind for mule deer. I'm about 800 kills in, 20 diamonds, no Great One. Hopefully you get it soon, man. That's not too bad. Looks like you're doing solid with it. I think my first Great One popped up at like 1,300 kills or something like that, so hopefully yours is close. Shut up, wolves. Stop whining at me. Mythical? Where are you from, bro? What zone is he from? That zone hasn't showed up still. I gotta know, like, what group of wolves that even is. Because, like, they're always, like, behind me when I fast travel here. But I don't recognize the group. It's clearly one that I've managed down for the most part. I just don't know where they're from. We'll just go ahead and shoot one for now here. I mean, we already killed this other one too, so technically still killed 2 at this lake. Technically. What's my favorite deer? I would say my favorite deer is probably blacktail. Unfortunately, in Call of the Wild, they just aren't super great. I really hope someday we get a rework to them because, man, they deserve it. Blacktail deer in real life are so cool, man. I really hope in the future we get better looking blacktail, and hopefully a Great One blacktail. That would be so cool. Art shot the biggest level. Well, we always try to hard shot if we can. Reworked Jackal, please. Jackal, Kaio, they both need reworks. Iberian wolves probably need them. Bring back Legacy Blacktail Racks. I'll be honest, I don't want the Legacy Blacktail Racks either. They were way too oversized. They were oversized. They looked odd. The new ones, though, like the tine placement, the tine length, like the position of some of the antlers doesn't make sense, but they're a lot more realistically sized. Personally, I think the level 1, 2, and 3 blacktail we currently have are fine. I think they're pretty realistic. You see a lot of deer around that size around here in Oregon. But the 4s and 5s, they look so unrealistic for the blacktail in Call of the Wild. The 4s, the tines are way too short. Like the splits, they just aren't long enough. They look really oddly stubby. And the 5, it's got the most weird shape to the antlers that no blacktail would ever have. But it's like the 3s and below look fine. Chase, thank you for the super chat. Can you give me some tips on how to get my first great one and how to get some diamonds for my wolves? Yeah, so the biggest thing I would recommend for the wolves is if you want to get more diamonds, I would start leaving all the level 5s and below. Like anything that's a level 5 or lower level, leave that. And over time, you're going to get a lot of low levels on your map, and that's going to make it so the remaining ones respawn as diamonds more often. Herd management's a very powerful thing to use if you're trying to get larger trophies. Definitely recommend it if you're trying to get lots of diamonds. Did we kill all 4 that were visible? I think we did. Nice, Aiden. I saw the message before, L6B. You don't need to keep repeating it, dude. Anytime you spam the same thing, I'm not going to respond to it because we don't want to encourage spam. We're insane. Dude. We killed 7 at this lake. Is there one up here? No, they're all down here, I think. Yeah, they're all down here. Am I L6P? No, you're JP, Mr. Henry. You're Mr. Henry JP. I was talking to L6B. See, this is why YouTube needs to stop this whole @names thing in chat. We need to see the actual, like, screen names instead. It was so much easier when it used to be like that. Because then everybody knew exactly who was who. Oh my gosh, I missed this little feller. No, I didn't see the question, Bryson. You can put it in chat again. Because I think it's way up out of the chat by now. Can you show your challenges? I want to see how many wolves you killed for the challenge. I'm not using the correct rifle, so it's not going to count all of them. I've only shot 16 with the proper rifle. I've killed 97 this stream, though. 97 in total, but only 16 were with a correct caliber. Because when I'm doing a Great One grind, I use the 300, because I want to kill them as quickly as possible to save time. That way I'm not spending, tons of time tracking them down after. But yeah, for the challenge, you have to pass the harvest check. And using a 300 ain't going to do that for you. So yeah, it's not going to track all the ones I kill. Because most of them don't qualify for the challenge. Oh no, Cobra. Well, hopefully it respawns somewhere near. There's the little guy we killed over here. It's completely up to you, Pang Birdicus. You can find only 8 zones if you want to, or you can find them all and just, like, hunt the best ones. I'm doing herd management, so I hunted every single zone. I essentially started with the worst zones, managed them down to level 5s and below, and then, like, moved my tents around to new zones when I would get a zone managed down, and just kept doing that until I got to where I am now. It's all dependent on like how you want to go about the hunt. You can totally just hunt 8 zones if you want to. Do you think trail cameras would be better than deer feeders? I don't think one would necessarily be better than the other. I do think that I personally would use trail cams more. I think it'd be very useful for grinding. But personally, I hope we get both at some point, you know? Oh, yeah, that's normal, man. Like, the wolves do take a little bit to spawn in. I have a few zones where, like, I'll get there, and then I'll just look at the zone for a little while, and then they pop in. It's weird. Like, some of them do take forever. Is 809 the kill tally? No. Where are you seeing 809? Oh, you're talking the YouTube viewer counter on screen. That's how many viewers we have on YouTube right now. That's what the number on screen is. You know, the red number. That's the YouTube viewer count. We're currently at 99 kills on this grind. 1,057 across this grind and the last grind. How many kills today? 99. What animal do you think needs a great one? All of the elk species. And blacktail, and lion, and Cape buffalo. Those are the first ones that come to mind for me. Sorry, little buddy. How do you count your kills manually? I use an app on my phone. I use an app called Smart Tally Counter. It allows you to put like multiple different counters on screen. Like I've got 6 on one page. One for kills, one for total kills. One for diamonds, one for total diamonds. One for rares, and one for total rares. Total rares is like across all grinds. The others are for like this grind. It honestly, like, it makes your life so much easier if you're trying to keep track of everything. I used to just, like, estimate how many I thought I killed and then write it down. But nowadays, this is, like, a much easier way to go about it. We have shot a lot of them today, man. 100 wolves in an hour and 40 minutes. That's about a wolf a minute. Nah, biblical psychiatry. We have not got a second one yet. We're 100 kills into grind 2. What was the app called? It's called Smart Tally Counter. At least that's what it's called on Android. I don't know if it's on iOS. And if it is, I don't know if it's called the same thing. 7. Bro. You know what? Just for that, I'm not even going to claim you. L6B, I already told you I'm not going to answer your question if you spam it. Ah, gosh dang it, dude. Stupid wolves. Honestly, I might have to make this the first zone I go to, because it seems whenever I spawn at this lake and this lake, if they end up being rendered in, man, like, they spook every freaking time. I think I have to hunt this zone first. Delete a zone anyway to know exactly where they'll go. Nah, there's no way to know exactly where. They'll go somewhere nearby, like usually within a couple kilometers of the area you deleted them from. Smoked. Nice, Waken. What is the max score for wolves? 40. 40 is max score for wolves. For great ones, I believe it's like 42. But for the diamonds, like normal wolves, it's 40. No, it's past 3. They're stalking. It's going good, biblical psychiatry. It's going good. Getting it slowly changed up, you know. I think at this point I've probably decreased it like 25 to 40% of what I was having before. From the research I did online, it says that you're supposed to like reduce it by just like a little bit each week. And so that's what I've been doing. And so far, so good. Oh yeah, for sure, man. It's definitely not easy. That's for sure. But yeah, I can imagine that you definitely feel better once you do. Nice, Deadeye. That's awesome. You think all species of animals will eventually have a great one? It's possible. I mean, back when the very first great one was released, they talked about how they wanted to give every animal a great one. Thing is, like, over the years, they've added so many great ones in. Or, not great ones. They've added so many animals to the game. I don't know how difficult it would be to get every single animal a great one. I feel like that would be so much work. But would it be awesome if they could? Yeah. I know at one point they wanted to, but I don't know how plausible it is to do that now. With how many insane species we got. Like, we have well over 100 species in the game. Please show up. Please, please, please. Oh, hey. It came back. Guess we'll murder that 6 then? $108 kills on the grind. The other one started to die, right, chat? I think it did. It was dying. Yeah, exactly, Ender. It's like... So in the QA, they said that Call of the Wild's going to be going for, you know, years to come. So I would estimate at least 3 or 4 years, right? At least 3 or 4 years we should be getting new maps. That would be my guess. And so if we take that into account, that'd be like, what, 6 new maps? Let's say 6 new species each time. That'd be 36 new species. So that'd be, you know, 36 new species that would need a great one if you want to get every animal to have a great one. Yeah, it'd be really difficult for them to ever give every animal a great one. In fact, I don't think it'd be possible at this point. At least at the rate that they're making great ones. We're getting like, what, 2 a year? Potentially 3 this year, I guess. Even if they did 4 a year, that would take so many years to get a great one for every species. Like, oh my gosh. At this point, I don't think we'll get one for every species. I think most of the popular species will get one. But I definitely don't think we'll get like a great one for every single duck and rabbit and fox and stuff, you know? It's like, there's so many species, man. And it seems like great ones take a decent amount of work to make, so I don't think it's possible to get every species to have one. How often are you getting diamonds on the grind? Pretty often. Approximately 1 every 10 to 20 kills. Early on in the grind, we were getting one like every 10 kills. We had like 4 of them in 60 kills, I think it was. Now we're at 6 in 110. So it's slowed down a little bit, but hard to say. Feel like Blacktail's forgotten. I think there's a lot of people that want the Blacktail to get a rework and a great one. It's just that there's other species that are a little more popular. What zone should I grind? Like, how many males a good zone to grind? To be honest, like any of them, man. I have yet to find a bad zone in terms of like wolf count. I'd worry more about the location the zone's at. Certain locations suck. Like, there are some spots that I just don't want to hunt, like Copper Bowl Lake. I'd worry more about where it's located than how many males are in the pack, because you can realistically only shoot 2 to 3 each run before they spook off, right? So I wouldn't worry too much about that. I'd worry more about where it's located. Yeah, no problem, Gunsmoke. Happy to help as always. Two down there. Or should be 2. We're now at 115 kills on the day. And on the grind. Nice, Powerhouse. Gotta get him down. What are the new moose furs? The new moose furs are the Mosaic and the Acromelanistic. Personally, the Acromel is my favorite of the two. I still don't know how I feel about that Mosaic. I've only seen a couple pictures of them, but like, I don't know how I feel about it. Dude, Hunter, or PG1F3000. What are you doing, buddy? Oh, it was literally right there. I guess Crow's blind, man. Crow's blind. Have you seen anyone get a new moose fur yet? Yeah, there's been a few of them posted. There's been a few posted in Discords. Can't remember which Discord it was I saw it in. It was either mine or the official Hunter Discord. Probably the official Discord, I would imagine. Did I even get the other one? I must have got it. Why is his name PG1F3000? It stands for Piebald Great One Finder 3000. We named him that years ago. Project Hunt, thank you for the super chat, dude. Hey, Crow, believe we'll need to take down about 600 to 1,000 Grey Wolves to secure one great one. Yeah, maybe. I mean, my first one took 958, so that seems like a pretty realistic range. Seems pretty accurate to me. Holy. Nice, Deadeye. How many great ones do you have? 125. Only if you've been shooting solos, Zarek. If you've been shooting solos, your great one could spawn as a solo. But if you have not been shooting solos, then it should never come up as a solo. Only if you've shot some solos and, like, you know, haven't found their respawn or whatever. I haven't had any issues yet, but I would recommend, you know, putting in a support ticket, see if the hunter support can help you out with it. I'm sure there's other people that have been crashing probably. Because, like, different hardware combinations in your computer can behave differently in different games. And so sometimes, you know, people with certain specs will get a crash, but other people won't. So I would always recommend reporting it anytime you get, like, a major, like, crash like that. Nothing there. Okay, chat. Dear Force, thank you for the membership, dude. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Are you sure I missed a super chat, NBA fan? I think I responded to it. Yeah, I did. I already responded to Project Hunt. Anyway, guys, we're going to end the stream there because tonight is Thursday Night Football. I'm probably going to hop off, get a couple things done, and then watch the game with some friends. I'll chat with y'all later. Hope you guys had a good time watching. We got good progress, 118 wolves on the 7-day grind in just our first stream. If you guys haven't already, check out the video I posted today. It's my biggest super rare I've ever killed. And it was insane. Took it down at a feeder too. So check it out if you guys haven't. That video's a banger. I'll see y'all later though. Peace.